Hi everyone, this is Sheshe coming on to do a bow tutorial by request. And what people wanted to know is how to make this a two-tone bow. Show the bow dies that I'm using. They look like this. You can also do this with this bow die as well. So I'll link them in the description box below if you don't have them, or if you already have them, that's good as well. So what you'll need is 2 sets of bows in your favorite papers, either a solid or print. Okay, and then for the center I use a solid. Alright, so I'm going to get started, and all you do is, if you can see the stitching, you're just going to trim that off for the pattern piece, or if you want to reverse it and do pattern for the lace and solid for the center, you can do that as well. So I'm going to trim along the stitching so that I can glue this onto the solid piece. So you just do that. That's really all you need to do. It's really fast. And we're just going to glue that on to make it that two-tone look. I've made these before, and I made one for my recipe box. I'll show you that in a moment. You can see that I did this like months ago, and people wanted to know how I did it. So I just finally had the time to make this video. And I also plan to have a bow series on my channel where you can do all kinds of cool things with your bow dies. So I hope you look forward to that series and tune in. So this is what I have so far. To save time, I did trim out the other one. And so we're just going to glue this one onto the solid piece. You'll need a brush to curl your bow. And it's just like putting together the bow normally once it's one solid piece, but we're just going to glue this on to the outline right where the stitching is. And now it's just like it is a two-tone bow. Let me trim this just a little bit more. Okay. So now you can see it's two-tone, and then this one you would just glue it just like that. Okay, and then this is how it looks once it's glued. Okay, to get the best possible result with your bow, you're just going to use this paintbrush, you know, the end of it, and curl the bow. And what you want to do so that you don't see any lace on the center is you want to take this little, what they call a crown, and make sure it's in between these 2 points of what they're calling a crown. So I'm just going to take some hot glue and put this on the end. Need to find my other hot glue gun. But I'm just going to press this down and just make sure that that is in between the crowns. Okay, so that's stuck down. I'm going to take my paintbrush, press that down. I'm going to do the same on the other side. It's kind of stiff depending on what type of glue you used. So we just want to make sure it's round when we curl the bow. Okay. Alright, I'm going to use some more glue again. Do the same thing. And then press it down. and just make sure that that crown is in between those 2 points. Okay, so when you flip it over, you don't see any of the lace through the middle. Okay, and then I'm just going to take this brush and press out. Just make sure everything's round. Okay, so there we have what we have the bow so far. Then we're just going to take the center piece. You can also use a gem. It's really up to you. And I'm just going to curl that. And put this in the center. I have all these glue strings everywhere. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right on the end. And fold this over and press it down. And then you want to go towards the middle of the centerpiece and put more glue down. And then whatever you don't need, you just cut that off and fold that over. And so then we're going to lift up the centerpiece, and this is where you want to cut what you don't need off. And there you have it. The bow is done, and then you can glue this onto the other piece and center it as best as you can. It's basically you're lining this up with the bottom. And there's your bow. Okay, so I'll show you how it looks reversed, where I put it as a solid piece, and then there's like the pattern paper on my recipe box. So that's how it looked if you want to reverse it. So many possibilities with this technique. It's really up to you. So I hope you found this helpful. I hope you'll look forward to my bow series. I don't know how many videos I'll do, but I'll try to make it as fun as possible. So take care, and I hope you have a fabulous day.